Hello and good morning. I hope everyone's having a great day, and thank you for joining me today. All of our lives are defined by other people. We find jobs that we expect will be valuable and of service to others. We are watching each other all the time. We are judging whether someone is doing the right thing. We're being judged. Other people are evaluating whether we are doing the right thing. We're making promises to each other. We're entering into relationships and into contracts. So, other people are really what our lives are made of. And we love each other. We want to help each other. But it's not so simple. We also run into conflict with each other. And as a result, prevent intimate relationships from occurring when we feel like they would be threatening to us. So, let's say I want to give you advice, and my commitment, my intention is to help you. Well, you may tell me after I try to help you that I did not help you, that it was either neutral, didn't make a difference, or in fact, my attempts at helping you made things worse. So now we have a potential conflict because my attempt, my intention, my desire was to help. Maybe you even paid me to help you, but I didn't help you. So the question now, in my mind and in my heart, where is my commitment? Is my commitment to being right and unchanging and justifying the things that I did and said in efforts to help you? Or is my commitment to helping you? Because if my commitment is actually to being right and justifying my attempts, then when you say that I didn't help you, what's my natural response? I say that you're the problem. I say that you didn't know and weren't reasonable enough. You didn't know how to take my advice. Well, that's going to obviously quickly end the relationship, at least that component of it, where you're paying me to help you. But if my commitment is to helping you, is to empowering, inspiring, enlightening, assisting, supporting, encouraging you, then when you tell me that I didn't help you, I take that seriously. Because in that case, my commitment to helping you overrides, supersedes, outcompetes my desire to be right. This is critical. This is critical for us to wrap our heads around because since our lives are defined by each other, your subjective reality, your lived experience has to be my priority when my stated goal is to provide you value, support, and service. You are the judge. You are the legitimate judge or authority on whether what I did worked. Because the problem that we are trying to solve is your problem, and only you can know if the problem is solved, not me. Since you're the legitimate authority, you're the one who gets to decide if what I said, what I did, was valuable enough to you for you to keep coming back. And this works both ways. If you're trying to help me, and I know that I need your help, but what you're doing right now is not helping me, I need to be able to give you that feedback in a way that is grateful, is not going to make you defensive, and which says to you, hey, I know you can help me. I want your help. I value you. But this experience that we just had over the last few minutes or hours or days or weeks, that didn't help me. So please don't take it personally. I know you can help me, but this thing that we just didn't work for me. So both as the person trying to help someone else and as the person receiving that help, this principle holds. The person who is in need of the help, the person who is enlisting or enrolling the help of another, is the ultimate determinant of whether the attempt at service was successful or not. Now, of course, this doesn't necessarily apply in the doctor-patient relationship because maybe the patient doesn't know what's best for them. Doesn't necessarily apply in the parent-child relationship because maybe the child doesn't know what's best for them. But we should not so quickly dismiss the patient as not knowing what's best for them. We should not so quickly dismiss the child as not knowing what's best for them. They each have a legitimate stake. They have a legitimate say in whether their pain, their confusion, their sense of disempowerment has been addressed through the interaction with them. So much more the case for a colleague or a fellow adult. In my experience, it is common for adults to dismiss the lived experiences, the subjective realities of other adults. And that is what this presentation is an attempt to identify as a problem and neutralize. Because we suffer tremendously when we don't take the feedback from our community, from our friends, from our family, seriously. That feedback, when someone tells me that what I'm trying to do is not working, is precious. It's golden. And for me to let my ego get in the way is a tragedy. Because when a person tells me that my attempts at helping them aren't working, that takes courage. That takes bravery. It's not easy for the person who knows I'm trying to help them to tell me, hey, you know what, Kaveh, that didn't work. You know what, Dr. Nawab, that actually hurt me more than it helped me. So when I hear that from somebody, I take it seriously. I thank them. And I re I recommit to the intention of helping, and I divest from my priority of needing to be right. I don't need to be right. In fact, I assume that oftentimes I'm wrong. I am experimenting. We together in this life are experimenting. Now, we don't want to bring the experiment into the operating room. I'm not experimenting with how to place an airway. I'm not experimenting on how to maintain stable hemodynamics in a heart transplant patient. We don't have to experiment anymore. We know how to do those things. But life at large is experimental. It's strategic and reiterative. So feedback is necessary. I'm trying to help you. You're trying to help me. And I have to be able to tell you when what you're doing doesn't help. And of course, you have to be able to tell me when what I'm doing doesn't help. So this is my best effort so far. I'm going to continue it. And thanks for all the encouragement from everybody. Love you all and onward with the journey. Thanks.